Hey everyone, my name is Mohammed Ali, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a grilled Nutella and cheese sandwich. Now the first step is to take 2 slices of bread. You can use any bread you like. I'm using sandwich bread here because it's nice and thin, very even, surface, so it cooks pretty evenly. First step is to spread your Nutella. I'm using Ferrero brand Nutella, but any brand Nutella will do. So you want to take it out. I'm going to give you guys a bird's eye view. So you're going to take your Nutella out of your jar, you bring it over to your bread, and then you spread it onto your bread, like so. And you want to spread it on your bread in a way that it blankets the bread, okay? So basically, like, imagine the Nutella as a blanket, and then the bread is you, or the bread is like a mattress, and then you just want to put the blanket over yourself. Or you want to put it over the mattress. Or yourself. So I usually like to get a nice even layer. It usually takes like a few tries. You don't get everything right on the first try, and that's okay. Okay? So I'm just gonna get it spread all over. Put as much as you like, put as little as you like. But just make sure you get a nice even coating. Come up to the edges, don't forget them. Okay? Because just imagine like it's a blanket and then your feet are still out, right? So your feet would be cold. So just imagine that the edges are your feet or your head. Well, I guess like usually you have your head out of the blanket. So imagine it's a mattress and it's a bed sheet. Because like I was thinking about it, like you don't usually put a blanket on a mattress, but you do usually, like you put it on yourself. But like the bed sheet you do put on the mattress. There we go. Oh no, I missed it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, then we keep going. It's a little bit too much, but that's okay. Because at the end of the day, just think about it kind of like a bed sheet. And like the slice of bread is the mattress. And you want to cover the mattress in the bed sheet in a nice even layer. And you want it to go all the way to the edges of the mattress and the bread, which is the bread. See here? See those edges that are bare? You want to cover them in the Nutella. Look at this masterful spreading. Oh my god, perfect. So I'm going to leave the crust on. And the reason is because I forgot to cut it off. But if you don't want the crust on, I recommend cutting the crust off if you don't want it on. And then if you do want it on, I recommend leaving it on. So either way will work. It just depends on what you want. Okay, so now at this point, oh man. Okay, at this point you want to add your cheese. You can add any cheese you want. I decided to go with a triangle cheese. It's called Laughing Cow. Or like the brand is called Laughing Cow. It has this red cow on it, and the cow has like the wheels of cheese for earrings, so that's how you know it's the Laughing Cow brand. Okay, you can get this at like any hardware store for like 99 cents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same knife that I used, the same butter knife that I used to blanket the mattress in order to cut the cheese. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to spread the edges down of the triangle of the cheese before I cut into it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is like cut the cheese into like slices, and then I'm gonna just like I'm gonna break them up even a bit more. That's because it's like what you can alternately do is like heat it up in the microwave, and that way you can spread it so you don't have to like cut the cheese as hard. See, right now I'm just cutting the cheese, and then when you cut the cheese you can get it all over the bread, so it's not just like one clump of cheese in the middle of the bread, I'm gonna cut this up into more pieces like so. You just want to cut the cheese so that you have it all over your slice of bread. Okay? See, like what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting the cheese up so that I can get it all over my slice of bread. So imagine the slice of bread is a mattress, and then the cheese is like a bed sheet. And you just have to cut the bed sheet into little pieces to get it to cover the mattress. If that makes sense. Okay? So that looks pretty good. I'm satisfied with that. Perfect. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take one slice of bread. I'm going to place it on top of the other slice of bread. But you want to make sure that the filling is on the inside. That's why it's called filling, because it fills the inside. So I'm going to take, I'll go Nutella on top of cheese. So I'm going to line it up like that and just close it. You might want to give it a little bit of a press. So make sure you wash your hands before this, because you will be touching the ingredients directly. And I actually like sanitize my countertop and stuff, so if anything fell, I could just put it on. So we're good to go on that front, nice and sanitary. Now, one thing you want to avoid that I messed up here is like getting Nutella on your bread, because it will like kind of burn. That's okay. So next thing you want to do is get your pan on. Is this one on? Oh shoot, it's already on. So this pan is already like preheated. It's nice and medium heat. And I'm actually using clarified butter. You can use regular butter. I prefer clarified butter for because the reason I prefer clarified butter is because I feel like regular butter burns a bit too easily, and I believe it like imparts too much of its own flavor, and you want to like really taste the sandwich, you know. So now what I do is I take my grilled but not yet grilled Nutella sandwich and I place it into the pan, and I want it to like soak up all of that clarified butter. Oops. Side of my hand just hit the pan. You want to be careful not to let that happen. And I'm just going to let it kind of toast up and warm up. I'm going to turn the heat up just a bit. You want to do most of the cooking on like low to medium-ish heat. You don't want to go too heavy and hot. Otherwise, like basically imagine that the bread is a mattress. And if you were to like light your mattress on fire, it would catch on fire, right? So it would burn. So that's kind of like the concept behind it. I'm going to go wash my hands while this cooks. And meanwhile, you guys can just sit back and enjoy the sound of the sandwich cooking. Okay? Okay, so we're gonna check on the sandwich now. Looking good. Where did I leave my spatula? Let me see if I have a spatula. Okay, so I was able to find this spatula here. It's silicone with like a metal handle. And silicone is good because it's very heat resistant. And you can use it to like flip. So what you want to do is bring the spatula up to the bread. And you want to slide underneath it. And by doing that, oh, that looks pretty good. Maybe a bit over, but I think it looks really nice. See, the advantage with clarified butter is you get like a really crispy crust, which I enjoy. So, and you want to use thin sandwich bread, otherwise the filling won't get nice and hot, and you know, when Nutella melts, it tastes very good. So you just want to kind of move it around every now and then, but not too much, because you saw like I just left it there and then I got that beautiful crust. It smells very good right now. Okay, so as it cooks, I want to remind you guys about safety. So you want to make sure that your pan's handle is turned away from the outside, otherwise you can bump into the handle. Like, think of the handle like a mattress, right? If your mattress is like hanging over the edge, there's a good chance of you like, you know, running into the mattress or, you know, it getting damaged. And then you want to think of like the fire like the fire gets very, very hot. So you want to imagine like your pan is like a mattress, and if you were to get it too hot, then your mattress will start burning. Uh-oh, look at that. See, that's the type of stuff you want to avoid. Shouldn't have probably gone to the edges actually. Okay, it looks like we're almost done. Let's see, that's what happens with the Nutella. It gets kind of burnt, but I kind of like it. So that's no big deal. Again, bring the spatula right up to the bread, slide underneath. Just imagine like, you know, those magicians who like pull the tablecloth out underneath from like the glasses and dishware and they're all still good. That's kind of what you're trying to do. Okay, so it looks about done. Has a really nice crust, smells very good. So what I'm going to do is what's called an extraction. So I'm gonna get a fresh plate. Just come over to the cupboard here. And you wanna grab a plate that's usually like, you know, ceramic. I'm grabbing a white plate here. You can use any color plate you like. Okay. So once again, just imagine you're a magician with a tablecloth. Perfect. That's called the extraction. Because we're extracting it from the pan. Okay? So turn your heat off. You want to take a knife. You need to make sure that you cut into a triangular slice because it tastes much better than if you cut into a rectangular slice. That makes sense? Okay. Nice. So I'll show you guys the cross section here. Okay. So it looks like Nutella. It looks like marshmallow, but it's actually the cheese. Wait for it to cool down a little bit. I'll blow on it. When you blow on it, you want to be careful that you're not like spitting on it as well. Don't blow on it if you're sharing it. The spit will make it soggy, so just be careful when you're blowing on it. So it's pretty good. Nutella is nice and melty, and then the combo with its cheese, sweet and salty. It tastes kind of like a cheesecake. Clarified butter. I guess I bet bread is super crispy. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any comments about cooking, leave them in the comment section down below. Sorry, if you have any questions about cooking, leave them in the comment section down below. Please subscribe, hit that bell notification, and like this video, and share it as well. You can think of the subscribe button like a mattress. If you want to get new videos, you would just like press the mattress. So just hit the mattress, and then you can imagine the bell icon like a bed sheet. If you wanted to get notified about every video that's coming up, you just press the bed sheet, right? So that's kind of the idea behind it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and subscribe and hit the bed sheet.